I got in the room and I met this guy Parker, who I wrote it with Dan, the producer. And I was just sitting there talking, like, and it was my first writing session, my first time ever meeting Parker. So we were kind of just getting to know each other, and we were just having a conversation like this. I was like, dude, man, like, I'm so over LA, like all this and that. I just feel like, you know, everybody's out here for themselves and there's no love really in LA. And then he was like, yo, like, I like that. There's no love in LA. Let's work with that.
I can light a spark and still be in the dark.
So I wrote No Love in LA in August of 2019, and I think it was during a time where I really wasn't sure if I wanted to live here anymore. Someone put it to me really well. They were like, every 4 years, you're subconsciously used to like change. You go to high school, and then 4 years later, you go to college, and then 4 years later, you become an adult. And then it was my 4th year in LA, and subconsciously, I think I was expecting change. I was kind of like over Los Angeles as a whole, just like the people here. But then I realized after the fact of writing it, when I went back to Ohio, that LA is home for me.
I fucking hate this city, man. Everybody's on some shit.
Everyone kind of only cares about themselves, and I had to remind myself about that. I can be victim of it too. At the end of the day, I moved out here for me. I didn't move out here for anybody else. And I have to understand that other people that are in Los Angeles, they did the same thing. They moved out here because they want to achieve something greater for themselves. They have career goals, they have life goals. It's understandable, but it can be frustrating because you would love to have those friendships and those connections, but at times you find out like no one really cares about you.
All the girls are so damn pretty, but I'm pretty sure they Facetune it.
So this line is a funny one, obviously. There's a lot of very good looking girls in Los Angeles. In a way, it's kind of a double meaning. Yes, they Facetune it, like they change the way they look on Instagram or whatever. But it was more so like we put on this facade, this fakeness on the outside that we're doing okay, and we change our image so that other people like us.
And everybody wants something, when they get it, they just leave, yeah. I fucking hate this city, man. I think I'm over it.
It's such a true lyric to me because it's like a lot of people in my industry feel that way. They feel like people are hanging out with them for the wrong reasons and their intentions are wrong. So it's just like one of those things where it's like people hang out with you to benefit themselves, and do they truly care about you and how you're feeling or what you're going through and genuinely like your presence, or are they just hanging out with you because they want to gain some followers or they want people to notice them and recognize them? What are their intentions?
I can light a spark and still be in the dark.
Like I could, you know, we could start to ignite something and start talking, but I'd still be in the dark. I don't really know when you're going home, like, are you only talking to me? Are you talking to another guy? Am I only talking to you? Or am I talking to other girls? Am I playing the field? So it's like starting something with a girl and having a thing, and then not really knowing if, again, their intentions are to be with you or to be with the other guy that they're talking to.
We can build it up for it to fall apart.
And then if you do build something up with them, you can build it all up like Jenga, and it can all come crashing down. It's just like you spend all this time in a relationship building, and then for me, for example, I spent 2 years. You could look at it both ways. In a relationship, you could look at it as being wasted, or you can learn from it, and I decided to learn from it, but we did obviously build the relationship up, and then it fell apart.
I can write a song, doesn't matter what I say. There's no love in LA.
I could write a song expressing how I feel, like the one I just wrote, but there's still no love, you know? It kind of goes back to like when I release a song, you see who your real friends are and who's reading for you. I could achieve something in my career that I'm proud of, that other people are proud of, but you don't care. A lot of people think the song is about you can't find love here, in the sense of like I can't find a girlfriend and marry her and have a family. That's not what I wrote the song about. It's a generalization about no one's showing any love here. Like there's no love. Everybody only cares about themselves. But obviously there's people in my corner. There's people rooting for me, so it's not like I'm saying everyone in LA, there's no love at all. You know, I have people in my core group and people that are rooting for me.
I broke 1,000,000 hearts, but I don't even care about one.
This is kind of like a douchey line. It doesn't mean what you are interpreting it as, is like, I don't care about all these people's hearts I've broken. It was kind of like, and I broke 1,000,000 hearts, like I broke 1,000,000 likes, and I don't really care about one. It's like, likes don't matter. It doesn't matter how many likes you get. It doesn't change you as a person. It doesn't make you happier. It doesn't make you sadder. You are who you are, so even if you get 1,000,000 likes on your photo, it doesn't make you better than someone else. We put so much emphasis on likes and views. We should care more so about the relationships we're in, rather than the hearts we're getting on our Instagram feed.
Wonder if I'll be happy when everything I said I've done.
Little confusion on the way I worded this, but in essence it means, I wonder if I'll be happy if I achieve all the things I said I'm going to achieve. You level up in life, and we constantly as human beings are always wanting more. We're comparing ourselves a lot. I slept in a closet when I first moved out here, and then I got a no room, okay, and that was cool. And then I got a penthouse, and I have a Range Rover. I have all these material things. It's like, this is everything that I wanted, right? This is everything I wanted, but it still doesn't make you happy. It's like, yeah, you have it, and you have that happiness for like a moment in time, but at the end of the day, it just becomes an apartment. It just becomes a car.
I don't even know myself, and I miss the old me, yeah. I fucking hate this city, man. I think think I'm over it.
I felt lost. I was drinking a lot. I was just kind of having fun and lost myself. I missed the mark that, was daily vlogging and came out here and was hustling and trying to prove himself. I lost that. I lost that work ethic. I lost that drive, and I got caught up in the LA bullshit. I didn't know who I was. I didn't know who I became. I mean, I even had a conversation with my dad, and he was like, what are you doing, man? Like, you used to work so hard for this and that, and then you achieved it, and now what are you doing? You're not working as hard as you used to when you first came out there. And that's what I say about like constantly reinventing yourself and working hard. You gotta find that drive, and thankfully I went home for Thanksgiving and found that.
I'm telling my story, but nobody's listening to me.
Kind of just goes back to like, I'm telling people how I feel even on the internet, and it just doesn't seem like anybody cares. And no one really cares about what I'm going through. I know we all deal with things, so it's hard to like worry about someone else's problems when you have problems of your own, but at the time that's what I was feeling.
And I'm crying my heart out. The tears just roll off the screen.
I'm sitting here looking on my phone at all these people so happy, and they have this accomplishment and that accomplishment, and I'm just sitting here crying because I'm not happy, and my tears are just falling off the screen, like rolling off the screen. They're falling on my phone because I'm sitting here comparing my life to other people and what they've accomplished, and not really trying to accomplish things that I want to accomplish and achieve those things.
They say I'm looking so happy, but they see what they want to see.
Like, I'm posting on social media, I'm so happy, like, look at me here, I'm going into this country and I'm hanging out with these people, and life is so great. And then I stop hitting record and I'm sitting there crying. I'm upset, I'm not happy. So it's this facade that we put on social media. Instagram is the highlight reel, the best moments of your life. You could sit there and look at your phone and see all these likes and these comments, people telling you all these things. If you're not happy with yourself, then you're gonna sit there and you're gonna cry, and the tears are gonna roll off the screen.
I can light a spark and still be in the dark.
A lot of people think it's about my ex. It's not. The song's not about my ex. The video's not about my ex. I did pull things from my relationship to throw them in the video because that's the only relationship I know. I've only been in one relationship, so just like the arguing and stuff, it happens. It happens in every relationship, but the hitting never did happen. That was just like an excessive, build up in the video. And I wanted to make the video relate to people that didn't live in Los Angeles, which is why I made it relationship based. And I figured a lot of people would interpret my song as being about not being able to find love in Los Angeles, even though it was about society as a whole in Los Angeles, not just like the dating part of it. The breakup kind of shows in the video that, how people deal with bad things happening in their life, and neither one is a good answer. It's not good to sleep with people to suppress your emotions. It's not good to jump from one relationship to the next relationship because you miss that feeling of being loved, or you want someone to love you. You need to take time and really acknowledge and self-reflect and fix yourself before you can move. And I threw the alcohol and the cigarettes in there just to show that that's how people deal with emotions too. They think drinking is good, because I used to do that before my breakup. When I was mad, I would drink, and it's never good to drink and suppress your emotions in something, or smoke or whatever. If you're feeling an emotion, you should never resort to something else to suppress it. The only time you should drink, the only time you should party, whatever, is to celebrate, to be happy. You shouldn't do it because you feel bad about this, so I'm gonna suppress my emotions in this. That's never the answer. But yeah, guys, thank you for listening to the song. Thank you for streaming it. Thank you for sharing it. And I hope this video gives you an understanding of why I wrote it, what it was about. Hopefully you guys can relate to it and apply some of the lessons that I've learned to your lives to make your lives better. I'm excited to release my next song, which I'm hoping to get out at the end of February, so you guys have something to look forward to. Deuces.
I can light a spark and still be in the dark.